So I'd say your traditions are not doing any shopping until 2 days before Christmas.
That's not tradition.
And then panicking. It is. Well, anything's a tradition that you do every year.
It's not though. It's not. I've just bought a present now, so I'm getting over the tradition.
Oh, a nice festive video for you. My 5 favourite Christmas traditions. Been with my husband for about 20 years, almost 20 years now.
Is it?
Yes. And so over time, we've added to our own childhood traditions with the ones that we've kind of developed together, that we can brace ourselves for year after year. I mean, look forward to.
Not really.
Year after year. Oh, I tell you what, like discussing every single year whether we're going to have turkey from about October onwards, when we know we're going to end up with turkey anyway, because what other option are you going to do at Christmas? You say chicken, but it's just not special, is it?
Elf on the Shelf is always a good tradition.
I know, I'm going to say about the elves, don't worry, the elves are on there. This was supposed to be a nice video though about traditions and not sarcastic. It's turning into a very negative, sarcastic video. But before I share with you these magical family moments, can we please take some time out with my amazing sponsor, Sky. I work with Sky Kids throughout the year, and honestly, I go on about them in my private life to family and friends constantly. If you haven't seen Sky Kids, there is so much content on there, and it's not about plonking your kids in front of a cartoon. It's interactive, so there are quizzes, there's dancing, there's songs, they do drawing classes, all kinds of things. They've also got cartoons, don't get me wrong, but if you want stuff that's sort of engaging and fun and active for the kids, where they're actively engaging, it's amazing. There's also an app, so you can have the content on there. I just can't rave about it enough in terms of being able to just keep your kids occupied for a while as you get on with the stuff that needs to be done. What's this Finish It Snowman?
No, I want to do paint pals.
This Christmas, Sky Kids have put together everything you need to keep the kids entertained. All you need to do is use voice control, say ho ho ho, ho ho ho, to access the Sky Kids homepage. From there, you can go to quizzes, you can go to games, you can go to special parties and programming. I have a thing for MC Grammar, so he's always my first choice. The kids love Tom Gates, so they'll be watching his epic Christmas party, the Snowy Quiz, Paddington's party. I think there's pretty much enough to keep them occupied for the entire holidays. Ah, look! Christmas content, festive content. This is why they need entertaining. State me. State. Okay, with the kids safely occupied, it is time to go through my top 5 Christmas traditions. In at number 5, it's my husband's favourite tradition, and it's a relatively new one. Since I bought a fake Balsam Hill, a Balsam Hill, not a fake Balsam Hill, but a Balsam Hill fake tree, which is I think 9 feet wide and 10 feet tall and takes up the entire shed. It's too heavy for me to lift any of the pieces, so he lugs them backwards and forwards to the shed by himself, and he loves it. It's become really something that he looks forward to. This is only the 2nd year, or really the 1st year he's had to get it out of storage, but already I can tell it's just going to be one of those things that just really screams festive season for him. In at number 4, it's watching the kids decorate said tree. What comes over them? Why do they try and hang huge objects on them? It's not a coat stand or a hat stand. They've got no sense of proportion, no idea of scale. Everything ends up in like 1/6 of the tree to the side. And you can guarantee that if you have a plastic decoration, they'll be fine with it. If it's made of something breakable, they will drop it as they're hanging it on the tree. It's just the law. In at number 3, it's my own personal favourite, and it's called Let's Leave All of the Shopping and the Present Buying until December the 23rd. And it's actually my husband's tradition that I have sort of had to adopt over the last 2 decades. When we lived in London, he would quite like to take the 23rd and the 24th actually as his days just to go into town, ring me at regular intervals and panic. At number 2, it's the aforementioned turkey debate, which starts happening in October, sometimes earlier, sometimes it's like January. Because my husband's not that keen on turkey, I don't see any other option. And to be quite frank, if I just had a plate of turkey, cranberry sauce and Yorkshire puddings, don't at me, I don't care whether it's tradition or not, I love them. I just think it's not Christmas without a turkey. He would like to have 2 chickens. I think also that's a faff. My mum can't eat beef, so that's out of the question. What's the alternative? So anyway, we spend a lot of time discussing this every single year, only to then pick up the turkey on the 23rd of December. And I like this tradition. I feel like it'd be something that we would really miss if we didn't debate it. So yeah, that's tradition number 2. Tradition number 1. In at the top spot. This is actually 2 things, so I'm going to divide it down, 1A and 1B. 1A, they both involve basically me getting to the point in the evening when I'm really tired and I want to go to bed, but then there's still something that's got to be done. 1A is elves on the shelf, elf on the shelf, but we have 2. What were we ever thinking? I don't know how we got roped into this, but now we have to move these bloody elves around the house every single night, and it's fine, but we always forget. So we'll be in bed, have you done the elves? No. Have you done the elves? No. Then we have to have a debate over whose turn it is to do the elves. Then we have to find sweets or chocolates and put them in the little door of the forever advent calendar we've got with wooden doors. And it's just one of those things, isn't it, that the kids absolutely love it. So I love doing it because they love it and it's nice. And we never had it when we were kids. So I feel like it's a new tradition that we've got with them, which is lovely. But it is a right pain in the arse when you've already gone to bed, isn't it? The other thing is wrapping the kids' Christmas presents and everybody's Christmas presents, which we seem to do at 11:30 p.m. on Christmas Eve, rather than just any time before then. Now, to be fair, my husband actually really does enjoy that as a tradition. He specifically wants to do it as the last thing he does on Christmas Eve. This is just like, it's a thing, 2 different personalities. I would rather do it weeks before and then be able to relax on Christmas Eve. He finds it quite relaxing. I don't know how you can find wrapping presents relaxing. You can never find the end of the tape. I would quite like to just take pieces of cloth and wrap them around the stuff with no tape, and then you just reuse the pieces of cloth. But apparently it's the sound, it's the feel of the crinkly paper, and why don't I just do it earlier? I don't know. I think it's a like, we've got to do this together because I'm not doing it on my own. Why should I just wrap the presents? So we end up having, I'm going to do my half early. That's what I'm going to do this year. And the problem with, I feel like this is marriage counselling, this video. Did you not know any of this? It's all my gripes. I'm just putting it into a video. Sponsored by Sky. The other thing about wrapping presents really late is that the kids get up at about 4 to open the stockings, eat every single piece of sugar that's in them, and then bounce off the walls, and they don't go back to bed. So if you go to bed at midnight, or 1, as it normally is, because I'm useless at wrapping, they get up at 4, do the maths, 3 hours sleep. That's not enough. That's insane. My husband would like it to be known that one of his favourite traditions is preparing the vegetables for the roast. Okay. Hurrah! I love Christmas traditions. I feel like I've been really facetious. I didn't mean to be. Right, so those are my top 5 Christmas traditions. It's really hard to say Christmas traditions. Christmas traditions. Let me know what your top 5 Christmas traditions, festive traditions are in the comments below. And thank you to Sky for making such amazing content on Sky Kids to keep my kids occupied so that I can enjoy my festive traditions. Right, that's it. See you next time.